A lot, a lot of good games this week. Week 12. We only got a few weeks left of the NFL season, and it feels weird. Like, it literally feels like the season just started. Although, seeing people come back off IR, obviously that's not the case. Christmas is around the corner, which means in only a couple months we'll have the Super Bowl. And I'll miss some football again. Anyway, 9-5 last week, 99, 66, and 1 overall. I was hoping, honestly, to hit 100 wins before we hit 66 losses, but the football gods thought otherwise. Anyway, we do got some good games this week, headlined by the game of the week for me, Dallas at New England. I will get into them in a second. We got Indy at Houston. I like Houston in this one because I think the Texans' air attack will be just a little bit too much for the Colts defense, and I think the Texans defense can handle the Colts enough. Mainly comes down to the Marlon Mack injury. I think that's going to impact the Colts a little bit too much to overcome. And plus, I do think the Texans are a good team, and after getting blown out by the Ravens, I think they're going to come back hard, and they're going to come back fast, or strong, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm picking Houston at home. Good game, divisional game, so the outcome could shock people. And then you got Seattle at Philly. Philadelphia is currently favored by like 1.5 points, somewhere around there. So I picked Seattle in the upset. This is not my upset pick of the week necessarily. This is just me thinking Seattle overall is obviously one of the top 4 teams in the league. Go back to my video from earlier, which is the power rankings. And Seattle's my number 3 team in the country. In the NFL right now, I should say. The run game's solid. The receivers are very solid. And overall, they're a collection of talent that together are much better than any of the usual individual people. And Lockett's getting healthy again. DK Metcalf looks really good. So yeah, I definitely gotta go Seattle here. Philadelphia, they looked atrocious in their last game. Not gonna blame that necessarily on them. They were facing the Patriots, but still going to from New England to playing Seattle, that's a tough 2-week stretch. Then you got Detroit, Washington. I'm not really picking Washington for anything, so forgive me for that, but I gotta go Detroit. Driscoll, I don't know if he can do it. This game to me is 50-50. I don't know what else to say. And you got Oakland at the Jets. Gotta go Oakland here. They look to be playoff bound. They're playing more solid. Their draft class is one of the best draft classes of the NFL from the last draft. Jacobs looks really, really good. Renfro is looking better. And Waller, what a pickup by Oakland. I think overall I'd give them the slight advantage at nearly every position except running back. I think I'd put Le'Veon Bell just a little bit ahead of Josh Jacobs currently. But wide receiver, I think, is nearly a push. Defensively, I think New York has the advantage in the secondary, but not much. Definitely a good game. I think it should be close, but I'm still picking Oakland. Then you get Carolina, New Orleans. Picking New Orleans in this one. Carolina's been struggling, and New Orleans is one of the best teams in the league. Miami, Cleveland. I'm picking Cleveland here, although they are, I think, currently without Myles Garrett. I don't know if his appeal lets him play this week, but we will see. Miami currently could compete. I just don't trust Fitzpatrick against the pass rush of the Cleveland Browns. I don't trust necessarily Baker Mayfield against the Miami pass rush either. It's difficult. They got Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Pittsburgh, I want to pick Cincinnati so much, but I think at the beginning of the year when I did my picks, I picked Cincinnati to go 0-16. So I'm gonna keep picking them to go 0-16. I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't want to see it, but at the same time, I want to because I want this gut punch in the system of every Cincinnati front office exec in the ownership. Be like, we're one of the worst teams in NFL history. We are. It kind of worked in Detroit where they got gut punched and then they were competitive, so hopefully it helps in Cincinnati. You get the Giants at the Chicago Bears. I'm going with the Bears rush defense, the pass rush against the Giants offensive line. I think that's the advantage. I think that's the key. I think Chicago Bears win. Quarterback is going to be a major issue, though, because the Giants' defense does look better, and Mitch Trubisky sucks ass. You got Denver at Buffalo, picking Buffalo here. Josh Allen, it's going to work some magic. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, I'm picking Tampa Bay in the upset. That is our upset pick of the week, which we got massively wrong last week. In both of them, both the picks last week, so that's sad. I think Winston's going to have a good game. And yes, I'm putting my chips in on Winston. Big mistake. I already know. Then you got Jacksonville, Tennessee. Tennessee, I'm picking to win at home. And I just realized I did not actually write down who I picked for the New England game. Although it's obvious who I'm going to pick. I'm picking Tennessee to win that one coming off a bye. I think they have the advantage. Although Jacksonville has been playing decent this year. Decent, but not great. It will be interesting to see how Leonard Fournette plays. But yeah, like I said, still Titans. And then you have the Dallas Cowboys doing the Patriots. Isaiah Wynn's coming back. That bad pass rush of the Cowboys is going to be absolutely devastating to the New England Patriots offensive line. But I think the Patriots' quick game can compete enough with it to help. Ezekiel Elliott should feast on the run defense of the Patriots. But I also believe that the secondary of the Patriots will make Dallas Prescott struggle and make mistakes. And I think this game absolutely comes down to Dak Prescott losing the game. And then you have Green Bay at San Fran. I'm picking Green Bay in my second upset because, you know, Green Bay San Fran is vulnerable. They have a lot of injuries they're dealing with, and I think this would be the perfect chance for Green Bay to beat them. And you got Baltimore at the Rams. Baltimore, one of the best teams in the league. Number 2 in my book. Gotta pick Baltimore. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one. Peace. If you want a better explanation, just ask in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. Peace.